Antony Loewenstein, independent journalist and author.
YDT Twice caught up with world-renowned journalist Antony Loewenstein here in Newcastle to talk through his 6 years in the making film, Disaster Capitalism.
I thought that there was a need, I wrote a book about this a few years ago and the film is just coming out at the moment, both of the same name, to look at ways in which I saw in many countries around the world too many examples of corporations and individuals making money from awful situations. Now, people have always made money from other people's misery. That's not inherently new. What is new, though, is the scale of it. In the film and in the book, I spent time in Afghanistan, I spent time in Haiti and other places looking at how people are making money from war, from aid. Often the same companies are involved, but they fail in every country that they're involved in. It doesn't stop them getting more contracts. That's the problem. So I wanted to examine what was happening there and why a country that's so wealthy can actually be so poor. And the connection between those countries, the three of them, is the ideology that I think leads companies to make money in them and the lack of accountability when things inevitably go wrong. To be clear, this is not an argument. I'm not taking a Donald Trump view which says aid is all bad, let's stop aid. Not at all. I'm saying that there needs to be a far greater accountability in the aid sector. And I think too often aid groups are reluctant to have that conversation. You have a lot of players within the countries themselves who are also making money from it too. So rather than just vultures coming from outside going in, you have people within the country who are exploiting their own people. And to me, aid doesn't need to be like that. I mean, aid can provide necessary support for people in countries that are in desperate need of it. But too often you have to ask yourself, if a country's been on the aid drip for 20 years and the metrics haven't changed up, what's going on? We should ask that question. That's a legitimate question to ask, but too often that question's not asked. It's bloody tough. It doesn't stop me wanting to make more films. I'm in the process of trying to get other films up, but yeah, I'd say to people, make films, but be aware of the fact it's going to take a long time.